All right, there we go. So the goal for today is to be able to do three things. One, you're going to be able to translate a given image. So I'll talk about what that means on a coordinate plane. You're going to find the rule for the translations from a set of images. You tell me what happened. And then finally, you're going to find the new coordinates when you're given a rule. So what happens to them? So those are our three things we're talking about. And actually, some of the examples today in our lesson are from our homework page. And I'll let you know when I want you to get those out, because I've done in our notes, in our lesson today, I've got 3 of the homework questions. So I'll get you started on 3 of your 15 homework assignments for today, okay? Because y'all are due tomorrow. All right, so let's start with our notes. So I really wanted to start talking about when you translate an object, the whole idea, and here's how I remember it, is it's really going to just slide from one place to the other, okay? So translation is another way. I think of translation, I think of slide. I see that SL in the middle of the word. So I'm just going to move it from one place to the other. So you can name the dance. I think the most recent one is the Cupid Shuffle or the Macarena, or you name it. There's so many dances out there. The idea is that you move from one place to the other, but you're always facing the same direction for a lot of stuff. Now I know the Cupid Shuffle switches, stuff like that. But, so the goal is that it stays that when you move a figure, it moves the same distance and in the same direction. So that gives you the idea. So whether we take a number and like we can add something to the X coordinate or add something to the Y coordinate. We can do it to one, we can do it to the other, or we can do it to both. Okay. So the idea is that it slides in the same distance and in the same direction. Then I'll show you what I mean as I go through a couple of the examples. So let's take a look at this right-hand side. So here's our rule. This right here is considered our rule. Our rule is just what happens to the problem. So if I take this number and I subtract 3 from the Y coordinate only, what do we end up with? Well, nothing happens to X, so there's that. What happens if I take 3 away from 3?
2, 1.
Yeah, it just becomes 0.
He said,
Not divide, subtract, okay? So be real careful that you don't get mixed.
Where are we?
Say again, Nick?
3 away from 0.
That was every.
Oh, sorry, Everett. So
Wait,
I take
hold on,
3.
Are we just
So-
subtracting 3 by the Y by 3?
Yes, sir.
Where's the
Subtracting
0?
the Y by 3. Well, 3 minus 3
0.
gives me that 0, new coordinate. So my new coordinate would be 2 over,
Oh,
okay,
Don't
0
you-
down.
little hash mark by the new.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about next. So that's what I'm going to show you in a second. So for the second coordinate, you'd always tie that off with a little, like, looks like an apostrophe. It's a hash mark, it's fine to say, but it's just saying A and then A, the second A, because eventually you might see A2 or A3 dot hash marks. It doesn't matter. Most of the time it just stops at 1 or 2. Okay. So if the same rule is applied all the way down, I'm not going to change my X term. Okay. That's what the rule says. What happens if I take 3 away from 1? What am I left with?
3, -2.
Okay, so that's my new coordinate, 3, -2. So 3 over, down 2. Okay. And what's the last one? Someone other than Nick, since he gave me the last one.
1, -1.
1, -1. So if we take 1 over, down 1, and I fill in my image, I'm graphing that on the same time on over here. The world's best graphing, the big thing. See what happens to the image. The image moves. A1 was here, C1 is here, and B1 is here. So these happen to become our new images.
Wait, is -1 like that's on the Y? So where's the Y for negative again?
Where's the Y for the negative? So anything below, so right here, Jalen, I think that was Jalen. This is the negative side for Y. This is the positive side for Y.
Mhm.
This is the positive side for X. That's the negative side for X.
wait, isn't our project due today?
Yesterday.
Yes. Well, I'll
That was
take it.
yesterday.
It is due
Oh.
yesterday, but I will take it for today if you didn't get it
Can I
turned in.
turn it
on
in
one.
right now really quick?
You can turn it in after class. I'm not going to scream at you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right.
Okay. I would have liked it yesterday, but it is what it is. Okay. All right. So now down on this next example down here, we have a compound rule. So the rule changes it twice. So instead of just changing one of the two coordinates, we change them both. So that means it's going to move up and over, because this is going to be our up and down direction. Our left to right direction. And this is going to be our up and down direction. So what happens if I add, so what I'm really going to come over here and do is go, okay, -5, let me change that color so you all can see better. -5 plus 4. What do I end up with?
-1.
-1.
Yeah, so my new coordinate for x is -1. And then if I take from -3 and I add 2 to it, what's -3? What's in it?
-1.
So those are my new coordinates for m. So -1, -1. So for m, so really what I'm doing is going up 2 and to the right 4 places. So my new coordinate is right here for m. Okay. All right. I'll give you guys a second, and I want you guys to try A, T, and H, and then I'll call out some people to see which one to get. What was that?
Something's wrong.
What's that, Jalen?
I don't know if it grew or something.
No, it should stay the same size.
Oh,
And that's what we're going to take a look at in a second.
I realize a calculator.
If you need to, go for it.
how would you? Anyway,
Doesn't matter if you use a calculator. I'm not going to complain. Do I ever say no? Well, I do every once in a while, but I don't very often.
Sometimes.
You got to stop that.
It's the in and out chimes, people coming in and out of class back. Their Wi-Fi is probably having issues. I got kicked out of class the other day, earlier today.
that's tough.
And my output died, my Bluetooth died, so y'all are gonna have to deal with me. I'm just talking now. Hopefully you can still hear me.
Yeah.
Where's Minnie Maloney?
She got called out by her mother because she was acting.
Oh,
Maybe.
happens. All right. So Gracie, how about you start me off here?
Oh, it's okay.
What do I get if I add 4 to -2?
2.
All right, and what do I get for y?
1.
All right, so now I've got a new coordinate of 2 to the right, up 1. So that's A right here.
Wait, what?
What?
I think I did something wrong. Hold on. We did something
Yeah,
wrong. Is it
definitely.
1 here or is it another number? Because that doesn't
It's
look like it's in
5.
the spot.
It's 5.
Oh, wait.
No, it's not.
It's not
Yeah,
5.
it is.
But what's -3 plus 2?
Negative 1.
That should be negative.
-1.
Yeah.
So
-1.
that changes where my location is. So instead of it, so it's going to be over here at 2 over.
Yeah, I knew I was right.
I'm glad, Jalen. 2 over, 1 down. Okay. Let's try Kiara. What'd you get for T?
I'm confused.
You speak up a little, Kiara. I can't hear you.
I didn't do it yet.
Uh-oh. Well, you better do it now. So what's -2 plus 4?
2.
-2.
Ethan, did your name change, man?
I think it did.
It did. Okay. Well, why don't you answer for it? We'll give Kiara a second to do H. Why don't you do H, Kiara, and we'll come back to you. All right, Ethan, you're up for T.
Okay.
So what's
Negative
2 and what?
2 is 2.
The other one's 2. Is it +2 or -2?
Oh, the other one?
Yeah, what's this one? What's the Y term? If I add 2 to -5, what do I get?
Oh.
Oh, Nyla, you got it.
Yes. See, I was confused
-3.
on all these numbers you were saying. I was
Thanks,
like,
Nick.
what? How did you get 4? See, I understand that.
Wait.
All right.
Oh,
Hey, that's what matters. We get it eventually. It doesn't matter the speed at
look
which we
at
get
the
it. We just get
number
it.
on the top.
All right.
That's
now-
what I was saying. I was so confused.
Oh, I thought we just made up a random number.
No, we got to do what it says. We got to follow the rule. We got to move it the right amount of places.
So I just happened to.
See, I knew we didn't make up a random number. I was just confused on where these numbers are coming from.
All right. So now do you see where the numbers come from?
Yeah.
Oh, good. It's a lot easier to do this in class if we're here. But all right. So what's negative? All right, Kiara, you're up now. What's -5 plus 4? What, Kiara?
-1,
-1. And what's your y coordinate? What's -5 plus 2?
-3.
-3. So that puts me
Light work.
Right
Light
here.
work.
stays the same size, same shape. It just moves over. And that's really what we're going to talk about here.
Translation.
Question.
It's a translation. The images are exactly what?
The same.
Exactly.
They're exactly the same. So
Yeah.
mathematically, that means they're congruent. Just means they're the exact same. The resulting image just moves over. The angles are the exact same, and the faces or the sides are the same size and the same direction. So if M and A are here on top, they're going to be here on top again. They're not going to turn, they're not going to move. So the distinguishing thing about a translation is that it just moves. Okay? It doesn't change direction, it doesn't turn, it doesn't do anything, it just slides over. It can go over and up or over and down, but it's not going to change the shape itself, and it's not going to change the way it's facing. Some of the other transformations allow it to switch more often.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and I will post copies of the completed notes after each lesson to the topic recording page. So I'll take pictures of my finished notes. So if you missed anything or didn't get something copied down quickly, I'm not going to be upset. I'll just have those pictures posted for you guys today. All right, so let's
I have
take
a
a look.
question.
Go ahead, Everett.
On the quiz, are we going to be given numbers to plug in?
Yes. So you'll be given something like, so either you'll be given a picture or you'll be given a rule, something like this, that you have to then plug in, and you'll be given a set of coordinates. Okay.
Because on my homework, it says
The
write
quiz
a
is separate.
rule
It's
to
going to be done on
describe-
quizzes. So it'll be similar to the homework. It'll just be probably just a multiple choice quiz.
All right.
Okay. And we'll talk about that more on block day tomorrow. Okay.
Practice.
Go ahead.
Can I do this one?
Well, y'all can't draw on the screen, so it makes it harder. So I'm going to run through this one, and then y'all can help me on the second one. Jalen, you can give me some numbers when I get a second, okay? All right, so first thing we got to see, where's the rule now? First things first, we got to graph the original image. If you're just given a straight one, got to graph the original image. So I'm going to take a second and graph it. I got 3 points, so what am I going to get no matter what? What kind of shape?
You're gonna get a triangle.
Yeah, so -1 over
Math.
up 3. So here's my first point. That's A. Okay. Then I go 2 to the right, up 1. That's B. And C is -2.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait.
Too fast.
Too fast? All right, that's fine.
Hold on. How you?
Hey.
All right, so let's talk about this again.
I did -1, -3.
Nope.
Yeah, isn't
Oh,
that?
it's -1, -3. I misread the thing. Thank you, Jalen. I misread it. My sign I
Yeah,
couldn't
isn't
see.
it 1, 0?
It was
1.
-1, -3. So I misread it. So that's A.
Wow,
-2.
triangle.
That's a big ass triangle.
So it's going to be an odd triangle. I don't disagree.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm trying to wait a minute.
Never
So
mind.
A is right here. So you means negative means left. Okay, let's just make a little note. Negative, change colors, y'all can see better. So if you have a negative sign, it means move left. Okay.
Oh, let
Okay.
me write that
Positive,
down.
if it's X, you move right. I see my chats. Hold on a second. If it's Y, negative goes down. Helps if I can spell.
Oh, that's why this class.
Riley just said, "Sorry, my thing keeps disconnecting."
Oh, thank you, Gracie, for letting me know. Riley, I understand. That's why we're videotaping. So if you get stuck on something, you can catch up. Just do your best to stay in class. Okay? Thanks, Gracie, for letting me know. It happens. Yeah, of course. All right. So does that help you guys with what I was doing? So this really just means go left 1 and then down 3. So that gives me A. To the right 2, because that's X. Up 1, that's B. This time it says go to the left 2, -2, down 2.
Down 1, 2.
So that puts C right here. So if I was to connect my lines, it would look something like this. Okay, I colored mine in just so y'all can see it a little better. Okay, so that's my A, B, and C. So that'd be my first image. Get rid of that A and move it down a little bit. There's my A. Okay, so now I've got to apply the rules.
this is my pre-image, is red. So I'm going to do all my other work in blue. So now I apply the rules just like I did on the first page.
Oh, so this one didn't have like an already made image, so you made the image.
You got it, Nyla.
Yes. Okay.
So now I really use
There we
I
go.
use that substitution property. I go 1, -1 plus 2 gives me my new x coordinate. Okay. So -1 plus 2 is +1. And then for y, I'm going to go -3 minus 3.
Thank you.
Because it's a subtraction for the first time. It gives me -6. So my new a coordinate is going to be over 1, down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is my new a.
I have the packet now.
Oh, good. That'll make it a lot easier to work through. Emma, we're on the bottom of the first page of translations. Okay? All right, so anybody want to take a shot at B, the new location for B?
Yeah.
All right, go,
Yeah.
Jalen.
So it would be the x would be 4, and then the y would be -2.
Nice job. So that's going to come over 4 here and down 2. So this is my new location for B. So B hashtag. All right, Alexis, you mind giving the last one a shot?
Oh, I didn't do it yet.
All right, go for it. -2 plus 2 gives you your first coordinate.
0.
That's 0. Good job. And then it's -2 minus 4.
-1. -1.
Minus 32.
-5.
There we go.
Oh.
So it's going to come over here and go right to that location.
Thing like 2 negatives make a positive. I mean.
No, we're not multiplying.
Add.
We're not multiplying.
Oh.
That's only when you multiply,
Oh.
Jalen. When we're adding and subtracting, it just you put together the terms that are alike. So now, if my drawing skills were fantastic, and they aren't, if we took a look at that, that image is the exact same. It's just in a different location. So from here to here, it just moved to the right 2 places and down 3. Okay.
Alright.
All right. I'm gonna have you guys give this next one a try, and then we'll come back and check out.
Can you go back for 1 second?
Of course. Go ahead. If you're already done with this one, go ahead and try the next one.
Okay.
What? That makes no sense. Oh,
Order.
never mind. We should
Okay.
wait.
Let me know when you're ready for me to move on. Someone else was asking me to.
Bet.
Y'all try practice too.
We have to like plot it ourselves the first time.
Yep. If you don't have an image, you've got to put it on there first. You've got to put the pre-image on.
Okay.
All right, are you good, Emma?
Yeah.
Wait, so like for the first one, you go left? Like you go to
So remember, all right, I'll put the notes over here on the side again.
no.
For the x coordinate, negative means left, positive means right.
No, I know that. I'm just saying like. I'll just see if I'm wrong or right after this. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, in just a second, I'm going to go ahead and plot the pre-image for you guys to take a look at.
Wait, so for this one, the X just stays the same?
Oh no, I did that wrong.
The x is actually going to change. The y is going to stay the same.
Oh, I did that right. Yes.
So this is just the pre-image. This isn't the
My graph
final.
is on. My graph is literally go down to the left. That's where my graph
Why
is.
is it on this side? Wouldn't it be the other way?
I can't see what you're saying if you did it this way. Show me again.
I did it on the second quadrant, not the first.
Show me your picture, Emma. I think you down a little bit. Yeah, you already did the translated image. I did the pre-image.
Look at this, Mr. Lloyd. That's my pre-image. That's so wrong.
Do you see why though?
Dang, you got the whole.
No, I really don't. Wait,
Okay.
one.
Let me show you that one. So again, to the right 2 for E is to the right 2 and up 4.
Don't you go up first?
Wait.
No,
Or
you
the
go
X
left.
is up?
X is up. X is left to right.
Oh.
Y is up and
How
down.
am I supposed to get this pen?
Wait,
Okay.
Mr. Maloney, I thought my computer was your computer. I thought mine was at 52%.
Is it about dead? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I was saying because I had the charger on it. And so I thought
Oh.
my charger was broken. So
No,
then-
my charger's not plugged in right now. My kid's just uncharged it. Is it yours? Is mine?
but I was going to say this is what I have.
No, I was at 51, but I unplugged for earlier. So, and
Okay.
here's the final image. So if I take 6 away, my new coordinates I'm going to give you guys over here. Y is not changing. So I've got these every single time are going to stay the same.
What?
This is the second image. This is the image. So if you look up here, here's the rule. The only number that changed was X. So 2 minus 6 is -4.
Or
2 minus 6 again is still -4. And 4 minus 6 is
Oh.
-2. So this gives you my new images. So I'm going to go this time. I'm going to go to the left 4 places and up 4 places. So that's my new E. I'm going to go left and then up 1. That's my new F. And to the left 2 and up 4 gives me my new G. Giving me this image just slid 6 places to the left. Okay.
Yeah.
How we do? Some of you already had the final image graphed. You didn't even do the pre-image. So make sure you're told when you graph. Now, I think on your homework, I gave you the pre-image graphed always. Okay.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't have too big a deal on that one.
Wait. Okay, I know I'm probably sounding listed right now, but
Wrong.
why is it on that side?
So you see how I have a negative
Negative.
X?
Yes.
So the negative side of the X quadrant, the X coordinates are always to the left,
Mhm.
left of 0. So if this is your 0 line right here, that's 0, 0, your origin, all your negative numbers are going to be on the left. All your positive numbers are going to be on the right for X. And then same thing for Y.
Yes, sir.
All your positive numbers are above this line. All your negative numbers are down here for Y. So this one has a negative
Like
positive.
since it started off negative, you go that way.
What started off negative?
The first.
Yes. Yeah.
the
Since it had
number
started
was
negative and it was negative, and then it was a minus sign, that's why it went negative.
So it's not a reflection because it didn't like flip.
It
over.
didn't flip over, yeah. So a
So if
reflection
it
would
was
flip
X
over. Be like
plus 6, if it was X plus 6, you would go to the right.
yes, that's right. That's correct, I should say. Might be too confusing. I'm going to jump past these next 2 pieces. Oh, no, these are the homework. I want to do this homework with you. These are the ones I want to take. So I'm not going to do the X and T
Homework?
with you guys. I'm just going to walk through these. And then I think we'll call it a day for today. And then you can ask me any questions you want as you wait. So here are the 3 problems. These are all from your homework. Okay. So this is 1. This is 5.
Wait, what is all due tomorrow?
The translation homework. That's it. I think it's,
Oh, so this front and back.
yeah, I think it's just front and back. It's this one. Let me pull it up for you to show you.
So we're going to work on 1 and 5 right now on the homework.
We're going to do 1, 5, and 13 right now.
So I don't need this
three
anymore.
done. This is what's due tomorrow.
Like the first sheet, just the whole first sheet.
Yeah.
All right.
And this,
Okay.
right, what you see on the screen.
Wait, so
That's-
how do you know that we do this? Like,
You're going to take a picture and submit it to me after we check it in class tomorrow.
All
and so there's homework yesterday?
Wait. So are you not in this on this packet anymore?
We're switching from the note packet to the homework packet, Nyla.
Okay.
This is
that make
kind of
sense?
confusing on here, because on here it gives you these things already.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Well, that's why we're doing these, so we can talk through a couple on the homework. So you can do exactly what we're talking about on the homework tonight.
I go
We can do 3, 2.
We're going to do 1, 5, and 13 on the homework. So everyone got the homework packet out?
Yeah.
And if not, remember, this is still videotaped. Josh, it's still videotaped. You're welcome. You can talk, man. It's videotaped. You can just go ahead and come back to this. And,
I'll go get it.
You can get it if you want to, or you can just wait. It's not a big deal.
Just have it in the other room.
Okay, go for it. All right, so number 1. This one, I'm asking you to what is the rule? So I want you to ask you what happened here. What happened between image 1.
Moved over 7.
Here's our pre-image. Here's our second image. So
And
pick
moved.
1 point. I typically pick whichever point's easiest to see and go, where did it go? It moved
7 to the
one,
right.
It moved right. How far?
7, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places.
Oh, 6, my bad.
So there are 2 different ways to write it. It goes moved right 6. You can simply just write it in words. Okay.
How's that 6?
From 1
One,
to,
six.
so 1, 2,
Oh, I see.
3.
Okay.
Okay.
do-
You don't count the H part.
No, ma'am. You don't count the H. You just count from
Wait,
that
Mr.
point
Maloney.
to that point. Jalen?
What would like that question be asking us to do?
I'm sorry, Jalen?
We would just say to the right 6.
You can say move right 6, or here's the other way I can accept it. You can also write X plus 6,
Nope.
comma Y.
That'd be easier for me.
That's fine. I'll take either answer. It doesn't bother me how you write it. X plus 6, Y, or move right 6. You're telling me the same thing either way.
Can I just say right 6?
I can handle that. I can go with that.
Bow.
Okay?
And so the blue one is the one that's moved.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. So you'll see on it, you'll see this little hash mark. Okay? When you see that little hash mark, that tells you that's the one that's moved.
Wait, question. How would we do number 2?
Same way.
Like, would we count G to H, or would we go up?
You go from H to H.
So would we
So
say
we'd go
down
up?
and then
Guys, I'm not even looking at the homework now. I'll take a look at it at the end. Let's go do these 3 problems. And then if you have questions about the homework, I'm happy to go over it. Okay?
How much of the homework for today?
Translation. The first
front
page
and
of your
back.
packet.
1 through 4.
Translation.
Oh.
First whole
1
page.
through 14.
I believe 1 through 14, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so this is number 5 on the homework. So number 5, I want you to go ahead. It's giving you a rule right here, what it does. And now you have to move it and put the new image in. So if I'm starting with Q, what I would do here, start with Q, is I'd move 1 to the right. So from Q, I'd go over 1 right. I literally just count it. Instead of rewriting the rule as X plus 1, Y plus 4, I'm literally just going to count 1 over, up 4, make my new mark, and make it Q1.
Oh, that's far.
That way, I don't have to worry about it.
wait, for which one?
5.
For number 5. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with R. I'm gonna go 1 to the right, and then count up 4 places. This is my new R. Okay, so R1, R0, R1. I'm gonna do the same thing with P. Go to the right 1, and up 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay if they overlap each other a little bit. Doesn't matter.
What if I don't have that paper? How am I supposed to graph those?
You're gonna wanna print it, or you're gonna wanna do it on a piece of notebook paper as best you can. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, hold
Sorry,
on.
I don't have a better way. Nick?
How do you know which letter to count from? Like,
You just
can you
pick
count
each-
from
you have
P
to-
to F?
You do each letter.
It's
Each
not-
letter once.
Wait, Mr.
You have to
Maloney.
do all of
You
them.
gotta do
Yeah.
S?
Mr. Maloney, will it ever be a situation where it's like some of them like move in different directions? The point?
No, they'll always move the same amount of direction, same way. Like if you take 1 step forward, you move both feet, right?
Yeah, you can't like.
You can't like move 1 forward and 1 back, because that's 2 different directions on the same axis. It's going to be the same direction always for all 4 pieces. So like this S is going to move 1 to the right and then 4 places up. Okay?
That looks great.
So it's going to come over here, and that's S1. And how you know you're right is it looks like it's the same shape in a new spot. Sorry about my poor drawing skills. It's still that same shape in the new spot. Okay? Yours will look a lot neater than mine because you can do yours by hand. Okay? Mine doesn't do as neatly because I'm trying to write on a
Yours
little
is
board.
still neater than mine.
Okay? Does everyone see how that works?
Yes.
All right, last one. So now, this is more of what we were doing in class just a few minutes ago. Here's the rule. Sorry. Here's the rule. I want you to give me the new points. So this is number 13. You need to give me J1, K1, L1, and M1.
Wait.
3 units up.
I'm on number 13. I'm on the back page.
No, I know where you are. I'm just like,
What do you mean?
So it's just telling me the next point. Nyla, it's just a way of telling me, hey, that's the next point. This is J0, this is J1. It's just a notation form.
that's all you have to write.
Yep. Well, you got to give me the new coordinates. I'm not done. I was just getting you started.
Okay.
Wait, so do we just multiply or add everything by 3?
Which one are you adding 3 to? The Y or the X?
The X,
The
right?
X?
The Y.
Oh,
Remember, up and
Right.
down is Y.
Oh yeah. Oh, it says oh.
And X is,
Bro, you got to stop with that.
X is left and right.
yes. So that means X isn't going to change. So I'm going to have -3. Now, what if I add 3 to -5?
You get -2.
Oh, -5.
Yep.
Um,
And that's where I got that right here. That's my new J point. I'll switch to a different color. I can write on both screens. So now I have 0, add 1, or add 3. My X isn't going to change, so it stays -2.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I understand.
If I add 3 to 0, what is my new Y point?
Add 3 to 0. Oh, 3.
All right. My new L point is still going to be 1. If I add 3 to -2, what do I end up with?
-1.
-1?
Wait a minute.
Negative.
No,
Positive.
+1.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
And finally, my last one, M. 1 stays the same. And I add 4 to it. It's going to be -4 plus 3. I end up with
-1.
-1.
So it would. So if it says like up and down, that's the y-axis, and left and right is the x-axis.
That's the summary of it, Jalen. That's it.
So 15 would be you're doing the X,
Hey,
right?
you know what? I'm not looking at the homework, man. I'm looking at the screen. You see my screen. I'm not looking at it. I take your word for it. I'd like to see your eyes, Nick. That'd be nice for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Here, I have a question.
Yeah.
On like number 2, would we count G to G?
Let me pull up my homework. I'm not looking at the homework. Give me a second to pull it up on my screen.
Yeah, for number 5, how do you know which one to go? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I know how to do number 2 on the homework.
Well, number 2, again, if here's my screen, let me put y'all in a way I can see you. Number 3, you're asking for the rule. What happens from G to G? To move from G here to G up here.
It's like what we did number 1.
Yeah, you're going from here. So what happened to go from down? So you got to go from down and to the left.
It went 5 down
And
to the left.
6 to the left. So that's the idea behind it.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Okay.
I thought we were doing like, okay, I got it.
No, the first 4, you're telling me the rule. The next, I believe it's 8, you're going to actually move the figure. And the last 3, you're going to give me the new rule. You're going to give me the new coordinates. Okay?
Okay.
So everybody all set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions on the homework? We're going to skip the exit ticket. We're going to do that on block day.
Exit what?
Exit ticket.
The next
On
picture.
the first page,
The next page, you know, we're going to do that on block day. That's going to be our review each day. And see what you guys figure out as we review to get ready for the classes. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
on the first page, do you go from black to blue or from blue
Yeah.
to black?
So black to blue.
All right.
You see,
always
Nick,
black
how
to
it's got
blue?
that little apostrophe at the top?
Yeah.
Tells you it's the second image.
All right.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
Mm-mm.
All right. You guys are free to go. You all have a good day.
Okay.
And we're all
Bye.
set.
Have a great day, Mr. Moore.
You too, Ethan. Emma, if you can get your, oh, go ahead, Georgia. Bye.
Oh, I did
You have
I
a
miss
question?
anything else on my absence?
Can you what?
Did I miss anything on my absence besides the video and stuff?
We just did, we just worked on our video and got our stuff worked on that day. We talked a little bit about expectations, but you were in class on Wednesday, so you should be okay. We just worked on our project.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, Emma, I was just going to say, if you had any questions, I was going to stop and catch you since you didn't get the packet. I know you can't
Oh.
print. It's going to make it harder on doing some of these things. Just do your best when it comes to between, if you don't want to do like on, you can still see my screen, right?
Mhm.
If you don't want to write the new image like on 5 through in graph, because that's going to be really hard for you. If you just want to give me the new coordinates, you can.
Okay, yeah, because I drew it and that like.
Yeah, so that's beautiful. I mean, that's awesome to do it that way. You're actually a much more talented artist than I am. But like I was saying on number 11, if you just want to give me the new points instead of having to draw the new image, I
Okay.
know you're pretty good on the coordinate plane. You can
Yeah.
move around, you can do all that stuff. That's not an issue you have. So you're welcome just to give me the new points instead of trying to draw a picture every single time, because that would be a
Okay.
pain, especially without having a printout. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I caught you before you logged out, but I was wrong. I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you something privately so none of your classmates would be upset that I gave you special privileges.
Yeah.
All right, you good to go?
Yeah.
And you can always email Dad if he's not working from home and say, will you print these for me before you come home?
Yeah. We actually did it. We asked our neighbors to do it, but
Well, that's
I mean,
really
I
cool.
feel like I could do it again, but like we already did it. My aunt already went over to her house twice, so.
Yeah, then
feel-
don't worry about it. Just do it by paper. Just do it like we talked about and give your backup. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so that just means when we check our homework tomorrow, you just submit me what you can check what you can, and then just submit me the others, and I'll check your coordinates for those 5 through 12 myself. Okay?
Okay. Bye.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, Emma.